there, YouTube? I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter project every single time and give my honest thoughts on how that's being ran. And today, I'm very excited to be checking out the xScreen for Xbox Series S, which is currently the #1 project in all of hardware, even though I was expecting to put it into gaming. And let me know in the comments below, where would you put it if you were launching this, in gaming or in hardware? Because yes, I technically know it is a hardware product, but I just feel like it would fit more into gaming, and you would get more potential eyeballs onto it that you want to get onto it into gaming. But let me know what you think about that. But the xScreen is an integrated folding screen for the Xbox Series S that creates a ... So the first thing I see here, they're showcasing the product. They got two back-to-back, which is cool, but what I'd love to see here is just a price. Slap me with a price. $212. Whatever it is, just rip off the Band-Aid. We know it's going to be relatively high, most likely. Just get it over with. But okay, this looks good enough. I get the idea of what it is. It looks good. So it's already raised $70,000. It's going to happen. 451 backers have made that possible. That creates a laptop-like gaming experience. Wow. I almost feel like you probably didn't want that last little part cut off there. Let's go back to this. That creates a ... I would honestly get rid of xScreen and just put an integrated folding screen for the Xbox Series X that creates a laptop ... I think that would be much more intriguing than what you have there, but different strokes for different folks. So as always, when I go into this video, I'm thinking three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Hopefully you can convince me of at least one of those three things right now. Let's go! Ooh. Clean. Simple. Oh, wow. So I really like what they're doing here. I've seen a lot of very well-made Kickstarter videos do this. They think of exactly every single niche that might potentially want this product, and in the video they try to appeal to all of those niches. So if you go through this, you might not have noticed it, but this is like, oh, is someone routinely on your TV? Well, guess what? You can still play online games right here. Or, oh, is your boyfriend or girlfriend always on the computer, or always twitching, or always something? Well, guess what? Now the problem's solved. Or, oh, do you want your kids to leave you alone so they won't, be bugging you while you're trying to play Apex Legends? Or do you go on card trips? So I like what they're doing here so far. What? Are those linked? Ooh, that's hot. What was that? What did that do? Is it just different colors? Is that all that is? Okay. Like it. Simple. I like that. Spotlighting. Integrated connection. Pass-through power. Not sure what that means. I think that means you can charge things while it's plugged in. 11.6-inch screen. Integrated speakers controls. Okay, this looks really solid. I feel like the do I want it if I had an Xbox Series S, which I don't. I have an Xbox Series X. The answer would be yes. And I've had devices like this before. I used to have one actually when I lived out of my car. I had a GameCube dongle on that, and I used to love playing GameCube games, when I was living there. So I'm big fan of this. Looks cool, looks easy to install, which is very nice. The only thing that I'd like to know is the price, and hopefully you don't beat around the bush anymore. Give me the damn price already. That's what we want. So do I want it? Yes. So then that raises the question, can you do it? How much is it? And, ooh, first created one backs. That looks bad. Upspec Gaming is an Australian-based startup focused on designing and selling unique gaming accessories. The company is founded by two brothers originally from New Zealand who have been gaming together for over 30 years. xScreen is the first product from Upspec Gaming with several new products in the pipeline. So it's not always a deal breaker when you have first created and one backed. And here's the first thing. If you want to look like more of a member of the Kickstarter community, go back a whole bunch of things for $1 right now. You might spend $20, $30, but it's going to say first created, 21 backed, and anybody who comes here in the future is like, ooh, look, we can support this Kickstarter. They've supported everybody else, blah, blah, blah. Give them a good feel-good story. And also, if you don't want to pay $20, $30, just go back 20 or 30 things that are not going to get funded. But you can also judge a lot by their website. How well is the website? Ooh, this is nice. That's good. I like this. Actually in use. That's what I like to see. Very solid. And hopefully that is on your video as well. Or on your Kickstarter story. Get ready to game more. Click here for the pledge. Okay. you know, it's pretty much just one of those websites that's just like, hey, click on something and take you straight back to the Kickstarter. But at least this one has a video, I guess, so that's not bad. Let's check out this one. xScreen. This is a different website, but is this just a different page on the way? Nope, that's the same. Okay, so there's two different websites. xScreen.up. Oh, okay. And then fastbacker.com. What is this? Fastbacker. What? Why would you send me here? What is Fastbacker? Promote your Kickstarter campaign free for a limited time. For a limited time, we are charging nothing to promote your project across. Well, why are you sending me here? Why do I need to go there? So we got USpec Gaming, Andrew, USpec Gaming admin. Oh, wow. So we have potentially 4 people on the customer service because Jalop doesn't do a damn thing. And also, Jalop has a bad track record, at least from what I've seen, of burying the pledge level. So hopefully the pledge levels are relatively high instead of low. But can you do it? Not convinced yet. You need to show me more. I will say the actual gameplay is the most convincing thing I've seen, though, which is that's a good one. Get ready to game more with xScreen. The powerful performance of the Xbox S can now be taken. No console modifications, no HDMI cable required, no extra power cable for the xScreen. Perfectly integrated form factor. That's nice. As seen on... nobody cares about any of this crap. So they did some articles saying, hey, it's launched on Kickstarter. I mean, that's pretty much most of the time what these amount to. Now, if you actually have one where they have a hands-on impression, then I would post that. But to be quite frank, I've looked at so many Kickstarter projects, especially in the tech and hardware sector, where they're like, oh, look, we're featured on Forbes. And it was just like a little blurb, hey, this launched on Kickstarter. It's like, really? Were you really featured on Forbes? They talked about you for like 8 seconds. Get the hell out of here. I think this honestly just looks bad when I see it. I know it's a can you do it kind of thing, but you need to go in more in depth, I think, with those. And hopefully you do lower. And many more. The problem. The games we enjoy the most, oh, blah, blah, blah. The solution, this thing. Oh, this is the video, and good. This is actually the video that was on the other one, which I recommended was be on here, and it's good. So we see him opening it, plugging it in, boom. Okay, solid. Solid. Wait, can I play without the cord? I doubt I can. So you're going to have to have the cord. Too bad there's not like a power brick that you could do. I bet you could. You could do a power brick. Interesting. Maybe that's one of the stretch goals. Or one of the add-ons. We made the xScreen for ourselves and our families. They had such a positive response. Provisional par, blah, blah, blah. Rewards. Here we go. So they didn't beat around the bush too much. Excellent. Each xScreen comes with exclusive Kickstarter green-colored latches. Oh, that was the latches. That's why you're showcasing me the different latches. I don't give a damn. They will only be available to backers of our Kickstarter campaign. Oh, wow. Is that a green latch on your xScreen? You must be one of them Kickstarter backers. No, it said no one literally ever. Oh, look at this. Look at this. $329. They just bury it down here. Oh, and why is the price so small? Just rip it off like a Band-Aid. Wear it like a badge of honor. You know, we know we're buying a very niche product right here for a very niche gaming console, to be quite frank, because there's like 7 different Xboxes you could buy now. There's 2 or 3 different PlayStations, and there's a couple different Switches you can get. So this is somewhat of a niche product, despite the fact it's in a huge audience. Hopefully that came across. So this is for backers with registered pre-orders. No one cares. Get rid of it. Well, I guess you do need it, but I don't like it there. Super Early Bird, $249 Australian, $189 US. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. Then we have the Early Bird, and then we have the Super Kickstarter Special. What the hell? Oh my gosh, don't do all this crap. Why do people do this crap? Okay, so let's look over here at the pledge tiers, make sure they're nice and clean. Join the club. Be a part of making xScreen happen and get access to exclusive updates. Yippee. 11 people. This is only for registered backers who reserved prior to the Kickstarter launch. And this is 118 people. So are they actually paying $1 or are they paying the total? Please pledge the required amount or more for your reserved pre-order. We will match you to your registered reserve email address. Okay. Final warning. If you do not have a registered to reserve email and use this reward, you will be pledging to provide your support only. Okay. Then we have the Early Bird, $259 as $193. I don't think that's terrible. I mean, I really don't. You think about this as a product, and you think about the life cycle of your Xbox Series S. You're probably going to be playing that for the next 5 to 10 years. You're spending 193 US dollars for, say, 5 years. That's not bad. $40 a year. Well, it's down to like $3 a month, something like that. And it's the kind of thing, too, where when you do finally get rid of your Xbox Series S, assuming that this product works as intended, it's going to have some decent resale value because you're going to be able to say, oh, here's this Xbox Series S with this screen, which turns it into a little thing. It's going to give it a little extra boost. So I don't have a problem with this. I do not have a problem with this. I know video game attachments are expensive, and I think $196 is reasonable. Then it goes to $219. Once again, I think that's is it reasonable? How much does an Xbox Series S cost? Let's go check this out real quick. Let's do a little snooping. Xbox Series S price, QVC, don't ever buy QVC, $300. And you're making it $500 to make it portable. You know, I look at this from a frugal point of view, but when I was younger and I had more disposable income and I don't have kids, I would have batted an eye twice at this. So I think the price is within the reasonable ballpark. I think if we were going to like double the cost, where it's like Xbox Series S is $300 and this is $300, then we need to worry about it a little bit. But I feel like this price, especially because most people are probably going to get one of the early birds, which will bump you down to less than $200, is reasonable. I definitely do. Attach the xScreen to the HDMI, secure the side latches, plug in the power cable. Game time! Key features, cool. Is sized to fit the Xbox Series S when closed. Excellent. Colored latches. xScreen stand feet. Oh. That is actually really appealing. That, oh my goodness. As someone who has lived in a vehicle and someone who wants to end up in an RV traveling around the country, I really like that right there because that's nice. That's nice. xScreen EVA case. This will hold the xScreen, Xbox Series S Plus controller, and a power cable. Ooh, that's cool. Too bad it doesn't have a picture of it. That seems like kind of a no-brainer. Or at least a rough prototype of what it's going to look like. Like, come on. Also, where are the prices on these? You're mentioning the accessories. I see these accessories. I want to buy these accessories. Why don't you have the price for the accessories? Why can't it all just be one nice, clean area here? Just, ugh. Design and development. xScreen was in-house developed, then prototyped with 3D printing. Several prototype versions have been evaluated and discarded on the journey to the first working prototype in the early stages of the design. Okay, this is good. This is what I want to see. This is great. This gives us a little bit more of the behind the scenes of how it's all made. I like that, and that's helping a little bit more with the can you do it, because remember, this is a first created, one back sort of situation, which means you're going to have to do a little bit more to convince Kickstarter backers that you can do it. Design changes have occurred during evolution of the prototype. That's great. The final production model will use plastic that matches the Xbox Series X for a seamless finish. For the prototype, it is not possible to perfectly color match when 3D printing, which is why the xScreen white is slightly different from the prototype. Okay, cool. I like the fact you mentioned that. Timeline. Timeline is next January, February. That seems reasonable. That's, okay. Design to manufacture, tooling, beta testing. All right. Team story. Let's see. USpec Gaming is an Australian-based startup focused on designing and selling unique... you already mentioned all this. Morpho is our partner. Morpho MFG is our partner for all things manufacturing, from plastic injection molding to the assembly, inline, and quality control. Morpho MFG are ensuring your xScreen is made to the highest of standards. And I really love the fact you mentioned this, and I mention this all the time in board game Kickstarter critiques. If you're a first-time creator, just mention your manufacturing. You immediately sound more credible. You sound like you've put in the time and research, the due diligence into the product, and plus I can go Google who the hell these guys are and hopefully feel comfortable. A Morpho MG review. These are all the same people. 61. Ooh, that kind of scares me a little bit. Finding a manufacturer in China is easy. Your trusted manufacturing partner. You don't need to find a manufacturer in China. You need to find someone who can put all the pieces together for you. Morpho MFG is that company. Okay, this looks legit. This looks good. Our success stories. This is what I want to see. Our clients have appeared on Shark Tank and have been backed by Will Smith's Dreamers Fund. To find all the Morpho G MF reviews, go to our Reddit page. It's a little odd. But 13 plus, okay. Okay. It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look terrible. The project is promoted by Jalop, the ad tech power behind the best Kickstarter. Don't pad Jalop on the back. No one gives a damn if you're backed by Jalop. Shipping and taxes. All shipping costs will be charged via Pledge Manager at the end of the campaign. With continued uncertainty around the world, shipping prices continue to fluctuate, and believe that charging your shipping when we have a clear idea of how much it will cost will reduce the cost to you. An estimate, excellent, good. I was about to crush you right there if you didn't at least give me that, was to expect you to charge you $35 Australian, approximately 26. Dang, worldwide. Really? $26 worldwide. We may also provide an additional courier option for certain countries. So I hate your shipping section. I really hate it. I despise it. I detest it, and it's making me lean towards a lower grade on this. Whenever I see just flat rate shipping around the world, that tells me that a lot of people are going to get screwed over on the shipping. Just most of the time. And I'm looking at this and I'm saying $26 to ship this is terrible. That is terrible to ship in the United States. Just absolutely god-awful. Because I'm imagining how large an Xbox Series X is. Let's actually, Xbox Series S dimensions. Let's actually think about how big this is going to be. So, where's the actual size? What are the dimensions of the Xbox Series? Not the Series X, the Series S. I just want to know how big, how long it is. How long? Yeah. As it's smaller and more compact, comes in a white finish, a height of 2.5 inches. Don't care. Width of less than a foot. So it's a foot wide. Presumably by 9 inches, so 1 foot by 9 inches. Okay, so this is what we're shipping. We're obviously going to put it into a larger box to make it obviously so it's not going to get damaged along the way. But that seems like a terrible shipping price. It really does. For what you're giving me. At least for the United States. Let me look at the other ones. $26 United States. Yeah, that sounds terrible. That sounds absolutely atrocious. You could do a large flat rate shipping box for cheaper than that and fit much more than presumably how you're going to send that. So you need to, I would polish this. I would polish this big time. $19 GBP, $22 to Europe. Now I will say I am coming at this from a American perspective, which is that the $22 to Europe actually seems kind of reasonable to me. Like if this were shipping from the United States to Europe, so it looks like Europe's it looks like America's the one that's getting a little bit of the shaft here. I don't know Australian dollars that well, so I can't tell you. But I would highly recommend, if possible, seeing, and that's what they mention here, we may also provide an additional courier option for certain countries, and you need to get on that. Because while I don't think $26 is killing anybody and saying, I'm not going to do it because they're already spending, $190, whatever. Plus they're getting the early birds, so they think they're saving money, and they're like, whatever. But it's still, this is not a good shipping section. You haven't mentioned the VAT either. You haven't talked anything about that. Please note that we won't cover, taxes when it arrives in your country. So I hate your shipping section, and it immediately makes me want to ding this down to like a D. And that might go lower. I don't know. So... Oh, wait. Our manufacturing partner, Morpho MG, have approximately 400,000 factories. Approximately 400,000 factories within a 4-hour radius. What? What? 400,000 factories? One of these Morpho MGs have validated over 10,000 eco-friendly factories. What the hell is this? Our manufacturing partner, Morpho MFG, have approximately 400,000 factories within a 4-hour radius. How many factories are there in the world? Like 400 freaking thousand? That's got to be a typo, right? How many factories are in China? How many? Because now I'm just so curious right now. How many factories does China have? China had 2 million factories. Jesus Christ, China. You got to chill the hell out. Okay, so that number now doesn't seem too unrealistic. Wow, I learned something today. So, do I want it? Yes. I think you did enough job. You showed it real time being used. Can you do it? I'm going to give you a tepid check mark. You talked about the manufacturer, and you have an actual gameplay of it being used. I think just one more video would be great, even if it's just like, hey, this is me testing it out right now. I'm going to assemble it. I'm going to do all that. And I know you had the kid do it, and it was 35 seconds, but there were some cuts and stuff. I just want a full, just raw cut of it. I think that'd be good as well. And then, how much is it? I feel like the price is reasonable. Shipping sucks a bit, but not bad. About Kickstarter. Really? Shut up. Like, really? Kickstarter basics. How to pledge. Get out of here. Get out of here. This is terrible. When do you get to make the xScreen 1080p and 60Hz? Why did you choose to make the xScreen 1080p? In order to make the form factor perfectly match the Xbox Series S, an 11.6 screen is the maximum size we could use. Okay. What else? Updates. Let's check them out. See if they're good. This posted for backers always. No, it's terrible. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. Why? Why? Why can't I see this? Why? Just why? Explain it to me. Every time you do this, it looks bad. Anytime any company ever does a hidden post, it looks bad. It looks like you're trying to hide something because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to hide it for someone else. Why can't everybody else see it? It drives me nuts. And also, this is a crappy update. And you can tell it's a crappy update because, oh my gosh, it's 3 sentences. Wow, just wow. Totally amazing. Bit lost for words. Many thanks for giving us such a great start on our campaign. Thanks to all our supporters who have made this happen. Yeah. So that's a terrible update. And I will say, it is to your benefit, I do believe, that you're in hardware now, because if you were in gaming, putting up god-awful updates like this, you're going to drop like a rock on the popularity chart. Right now, hardware is pretty much abysmal. And if you really want to look at that, look into some of the statistics about what the most popular sectors are on Kickstarter, and gaming crushes everything, massively crushes everything, which is why I think it would be smart to move this from hardware to gaming, especially now that you're funded. But that being said, if you did that, I imagine you would be very, very low on the popularity chart, which would mean it would be very hard for people to find it. So, but you could put it in the video games. Video games is a lot less popular than just regular games and tabletop games. But anywho, this is a crap update. And you can always tell because one person commented on it. So let's see what this one is. I'll give him $1. I'll give him $1 Australian dollar just to see this update, which I'm guessing is a poor update. The reason why I'm saying it's a poor update because it has no comments. All right, what do we get? Rewards aren't guaranteed. I get it. Blah blah blah. Let's keep going. 74 cents. Yay! I saved 26. Let's go. Come on. All right, I had to go through that. Song and dance. No, don't give me back. I want to go here. Okay, so let's see why I had to freaking do this. All right. Hey, everyone. Thanks for backing us. During the checkout process, when you paid your $1 reserve, there was an option to unsubscribe for the mailing list, which I always do when I buy stuff. However, a lot of people who reserved a reward have selected to unsubscribe. This meant we could not contact you via mailing list, so you've missed important notifications like how to access the reserve pricing. But not a worry, we can sort this out very easily. Please, if you do have reserve pricing with us but are unsure what to do, please either blah, blah, blah. If you didn't get the emails and pay the correct amount of reserve pricing, or if I already started, blah, blah, blah. And nobody commented on this. Is this just today? Maybe. So this update, like, ugh. Okay. So your updates suck. I hate your updates. And, yeah, 1 comment. 2 updates. That's abysmal. It's terrible. You could ask any question. Any question. What'd you have for dinner tonight? And you get more responses. And that's important because that tickles the Kickstarter algorithms. Read the links down below. Is the LAN port completely blocked? Yes. While the xScreen is attached to it, we could add a pass-through, but that would add the cost, but we thought it was okay. So this is FAQ. This is an FAQ kind of thing here. But if we do it, okay. Hi, Steve. It's not just for the Series S. Great reason to upgrade. Feel like a dumb question even as I type this. This won't work on Xbox One S. Will it? Forgive me. I'm old and this will be for my child. Hi, Steve. No, it's just for the Series S. Great reason to upgrade. I'm already playing Portable for a year now with Xbox free service xCloud streaming. Very solid point. Xbox is at home, and I just take my controller and tablet with me and stream the game directly. It's actually really freaking spectacular if you have solid internet. With almost unlimited internet for free and 5G hotspots, I have zero lag, even in multiplayer. What are the benefits from this product, I wonder? Passive-aggressive bunch. xCloud. You mean the server that only includes a very limited amount of games and requires internet at all times? Oh, Krabby, clap it back! Thanks, Krabby. Hi, Maeve. It's great that xCloud is working so great for you. Not everyone has such great internet. That's a very solid point, 100%. We like having all options available. I can do it at my mother-in-law's. I cannot do it on my internet. Debating between Series X and X for the time being. Thanks, Steven. So I will say, at least they're doing well in the customer service. They're in here. They're commenting. They're being active. That's good. But overall, I don't like the shipping. I don't like the decision to put it in hardware. I feel like that was a big misstep. And let me do some quick math right here. So we have 118 people who got this at like a super discounted rate. So we'll just say that's probably like what, 160. Maybe that's what the special pre-order was. So you got 110 people at 160. It's 16,000. So no, they got quite a few backers here that are coming naturally. I would just recommend moving to gaming getting your shipping section up to snuff because your shipping section is god awful. And in the end, I'll give this a C-, maybe. I think I'm leaning towards a C-. Do I want it? Yeah. At the end of the day, the product looks solid. Like, it has a niche, and if you're in that niche, I think this looks like a solid product. No, I'm going to go with D+. I'm going to go D+. I want to see one more video, and I want some better updates. How about some updates of you just playing it? Like, that'd be great. hey, this update is just going to be me. I got some questions here. We picked them out of the comments. I thought, why not do it? I'm going to set this thing up right now and answer these comments as we go. And then I'm going to play a game of Apex Legends online. You're going to see the whole process right now. Yeah, obviously, you probably won't play the whole game. But over the 5 minutes, just chit-chat with me. And I feel like that would be, well, infinitely better than the updates you have. But still, that's what I'd recommend. And this is just such a weird one. Such a weird one. That is the Xbox screen for Xbox Series X. An integrated folding screen for the Xbox Series X that works like a laptop. If it looks like you made a cup of tea, be sure to check this one out. Also, let me know what you thought about this product in the comments down below. I don't know why it's throwing me off so weird. It's just such a different, unique product with such a specific niche that I'm just trying to think of how I would even market it better. And I feel like I will say, on the back end, I saw this on IGN. I did see this, but this, why don't you link some of these articles? Probably because they're all just saying, you know, hey, this is live on Kickstarter. So let's actually, I want to put that to the test. I want to put it to the test. So I already gave this a D+, but I want to check out what IGN said about this project, which was the Xbox xScreen. So, well, I know IGN, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. So IGN just said, yeah, bingo. So they pretty much just copy-pasted crap from here. Oh, no, they actually have, what is this? What is this? Did they actually get hands-on with it? Whoa. Additionally, because the Kickstarter for the device launched at 10 a.m. this morning was fully funded just after the project went live, where are these pictures coming from? This is great. These pictures are yeah, what is this? What's going on? Streaming? This is 100 times better. Some of these pictures, I think, really could be in your Kickstarter. Let's see what... okay, now I'm intrigued. GameSpot xScreen. But does anybody have any hands-on with this? Probably not. I think this is just them. The defining feature of the Xbox Series S would be more pronounced if a current Kickstarter project could make good on its promise to provide... yeah. Ah, it's so loud. Okay. So, yeah, and this is why I'm saying I'm not impressed at all by any of those links, because they're all pretty much probably just the same thing. I bet this Tech Radar one is really just kind of regurgitating exactly what was on your Kickstarter. Yep, this device returned your... Yeah, none of these people have tried this. Same video? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there it is. And that's why I threw some shade at those links earlier. I know you threw them in here like, oh, look, we got featured, blah, blah, blah. And that's great. And that's probably why you've seen yourself already get funded. Because your pre-orders only amounted to, like 11,000, 15,000, something like that. But still, just none of this is impressive. And let me know what you think about that in the comments below. I'm actually going to create a poll on this particular topic. Does this section right here impress you at all? It never does me. Ever. I think it's good on you, because that tells me that maybe you sent out press releases and getting featured on IGN and GameSpot. That's not nothing. That's not nothing at all. That shows me some real foresight was put into this, which is great, but still, I want something hands-on. Is there a hands-on video? Because if there is, you know what? I'm going to check that out. I already gave it a D+. I don't like the shipping. But I'm going to go to YouTube real quick, and I'm going to see if there's an xScreen video. Are they just not... Because those were some solid pictures on that IGN that I didn't see on the website. xScreen in action. Wait. Just... Come on, I just want to... What am I watching? Oh, he got kicked off. What's this? What's this going on? Oh, this is what I want. Now, they showed bits and snippets of this, but this was the whole video. Okay. Plugging it in. I don't like how they cut back. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. They cut back and forth. And I just... Is he connected? Yeah, I don't know. plus external test battery. This is what you need. This. No, don't bury this here. This needs to be on your Kickstarter page. This is what I want to see. Because I even asked, and I didn't see that in the FAQ. I didn't see that anywhere. This. And I had a stinking suspicion there was just stuff they didn't put on here. Because I don't like how Jalop handles their business. I'll throw Jalop under the bus all damn day. I've checked out hundreds of Kickstarters, and I think Jalop is totally overpriced. I don't even know what the price is, but I think it's overpriced. I think you could do, a couple hours of research, make a better page yourself, if you have the know-how. But xScreen for Xbox Series S, this makes me feel more comfortable. This bumps it up from a D+ to a C right here. And you could have done it yourself, but I did the digging, because that's what I do on Kickstarter critiques. But if you enjoy this segment, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below, as I'm trying to reach 9,000 subscribers, celebrate my 9-year anniversary of making YouTube content. And also, how damn good am I? I predicted that there was going to be a better video than the one on the Kickstarter page, just because I've seen so much of these hardware ones, and you hardware people, like, why? This is so good. Like, it's just so good. But as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye. Whoop.